In comes controversy. In comes controversy. In comes controversy. Yeah. This is going to be controversial. This is controversy. Here it is. It's coming. Doobly-doo. Mainly because I've re-decided to what I'm going to do today. This is controversy. You may be controversial. This is controversy. The warning of controversy. Right. So basically, the situation is this. This today, obviously mystery person, blah, blah, blah stuff, like we're doing seasons instead of... Anyway, the point is this. We'll get through that crap. We've done it for 22 days now, 21 days. It's enough. We're so today was going to be Tulsi Gabbard, right? The woman over there in Americano Place seems to be a very lovely lady and all that kind of stuff. Was going to be a lovely marry up with Bobby Kennedy that we done a couple of days ago and all that kind of malarkey. However, controversy. We are going to do Diane Abbott today. I know. Yeah, exactly. Diane. We are... controversial when we want to be, unless we're going to get cancelled for it, so we don't want to. So this is, morals. We'll be controversial until we get cancelled. Okay, too far. So the reason for this, the reason why I'll get that crud out of the way. The reason for this is very, very simple. Soon as she stood up on Wednesday at PMQs, last PMQs of 2025, and basically threw Starmer under the bus and a few other bits and bobs I've heard from her on Newsnight and things like that. This is what I've been bashing on about this collaboration on all sides, okay? It's not just reform. It's not just Farage and Anderson and all those kind of people. It's beyond that. It's the Russell Brands of the world. It's the Diane Abbotts now of the world. It's everybody clubbing together. So this is why I think it's fundamentally important to do this reading. It is timely. It is important. Tulsi Gabbard, we will do later on in 2025. Don't worry. We haven't forgot about her. She seems lovely. However, this is much more timely and important, it feels. So that is why the choo-choo train of controversy is here. This could be controversial. I don't know if it is or not, but just be careful. Mind the gap. Now, this is a beautiful introduction to the loveliness that is... introduction? No. I don't even know what I'm saying anymore. It was just one of those things where it's like, I got the intuition, I got the download, and then all of it to do this reading instead of Tulsi Gabbard. And then it was like, fine, let's do it. Let's get it out of the way. Because I don't necessarily agree with everything that, like most readings, what we've been doing. These readings are from their point of view. It is not necessarily what I believe in, what I have thoughts about, that kind of stuff. And there are certain things I don't think Diane Abbott is necessarily on my cup of tea, right? However, she's done a few things that I am like, wow, I didn't think she had it in her, basically. From what she's been projecting over the years, I didn't think she okay. So this is a fundamental turning point. I don't feel like I'm bigging it up enough. So this is why we're going to do Diane Abbott. 2025 prediction reading for the greatest good for all concerned. Thank you. Always be appreciative. Okay, just a small cut there. Okay. Queen of Swords calling it out. Look at that. Straight out. Strength card to do it. Exactly. King of Swords. Wow. Okay. Overarching energy is the moon. This feels like exposing the darkness in the dark places, the hidden agendas and stuff like that. Interesting. Where's my cutting clarity as well? Right. Summer's going to be a bit of a wonk, right? Winky wonky, kind of like. Ugh. However, spring is why they're going to basically throw her under the bus, or try to. Queen of Swords is her. Strength is her. Notice how the Queen of Swords is looking in the past, looking into 2024, and seeing what has happened to the waspy ladies, to the pensioners, all that kind of stuff. And this is what I'm on about. She is now turned. She's turned into somebody that is really going to be of benefit to everybody, because, like I keep on saying, it's no longer about left or right. It's progressivism. This whole kind of, some people may refer to it as woke agenda, whatever, or anarchy. Okay, that is basically it. That is the timeline we're now on. It's nothing to do with left or right anymore. Okay, that's why there's no choice between them. They're both on the same agenda. So she is obviously old school, and she's like, no, this is not what Labour stands for. This is not what we stand for. We promised things. We put our names to things in good faith, and all that kind of jazz. And she's going to call it all out. It feels like she is, and I think I said this, I'm sure I've said this in a video, but I'm trying to do as many as possible so I can have a break over Christmas and New Year and stuff, because I'm going to be drunk, but and fat on gammon and things. You know what I mean? You know, the important stuff. So that's why there's like, they're all kind of blurring together a little bit. However, because Starmer tried to get rid of her, and she won back in the day, right? Now she feels untouchable a little bit, yeah, and she's learning that her voice carries weight and stuff. So, Queen of Swords, and I don't think she quite realizes. That's half an apology here. Oh, you can't see it. Okay. So it feels as if the King of Swords is Labour kind of throwing her out. Compromise, half an apology. Let's go back to our belief structure, the way things are. She's all right. She's satisfied. Okay, it's like, all right, I've spoken enough. I'll come below the back in the fold kind of energy. Okay. So she in springtime, she does what she needs to do. She gets half an apology, but it's enough. And she's like back in. She's all right. Summer. King of Swords is the hierarchy of the Labour Party. I don't think this is parliamentary. I think this is Labour Party. The fact that there are multiple different variants of the same thing is questionable in itself. And I was this is kind of tying into this. I was reflecting on, I wish that I had started writing down all these different things throughout this time, a little bit more, concerning, this is, for example, realizing that you can't get a petition to call back an MP if it's not just 10,000 signatories anymore. It's been changed so that you have they have to break the law, or this, that, the other, and that's something else, or all that kind of stuff. There's more kind of hoops to jump through. The fact that everything's a fixed timeline on how long a parliament is. Think these kind of petitions and stuff like that to kind of really hold these people accountable. It's like, no, you're not above us. We own you. So we're your boss. So we want, setting up petitions. This is what I think is important. Setting up petitions to say, right, okay, we want it debated that the X amount of like 10,000 people can be on a petition to call back an MP. No ifs, no buts, no this, no that, no blah, 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 all that kind of stuff. It's like, that's it. We want another petition. We want X amount percentage of the population to sign a petition like we've just had, and it's still going on, almost 3 million now. We want that to be able to trigger a general election no matter what. Stuff like that. I think it, because it's playing by their game. That a couple of people have also commented in there on the videos that we've done recently, and it's that kind of energy that I feel like is going to be fundamental and really important. It's like that kind of stuff, holding them truly accountable. Pluto into Aquarius. That's what we're doing here. So, but that's more about Newswiki, and we'll get on to Newswiki at some point. Just a reminder, by the way, if you've got any grandkids or children on that kind of stuff, we have got a Santa Tracker live stream that is available on the channel. It genuinely helps out the channel so much to play that and that kind of thing. It will be closing obviously on Boxing Day at some point. It's auto closed. I can't even remember when I'd set it up to close, but it's just there for a bit of fun, and there's Christmas music and all that jazz. So. Just to bring it to your attention. But the King of Swords feels like Labour throwing her out, or slapping her on the wrist, that word, quite severely. Can we, but yeah. Natural disaster in reverse. New partnerships. This is what I'm on about. This is truly standing up for what she believes in. So either or, even the Nine of Swords is her, sleepless nights, that kind of thing. The stress is her, yeah, but it is a gift. Finally, she can stand up for what she believes in that respect, but also is the effort of change, because this is the thing down here with the Queen of Wands in autumn, and I don't think I got sidetracked up here. She's in the, and quite rightly to some extent, right, Rosie Duffield and all that kind of stuff. You've heard about them, and then they kind of disappear. They're around, but they just kind of disappear. She is the mother of Parliament. There is a spotlight on her all the time now. She is in a very unique position. So it doesn't matter if she's she becomes an independent, she turns conservative. Yeah, right. She gets jummy to the Lib Dems or independent or whatever, right? It doesn't matter, because there's always going to be a spotlight on her. And this is this passion. I don't know if they're going to remove the whip as once again as a part of telling her off, putting her in her place. Maybe it'll be more severe this time, because obviously it's the second of instance. But either or, this half apology is going to be, everyone outside is going to see, you and me, going to see clearly exactly the caliber of Labour. Okay, that's the thing. Now, the Devil card, I'm not good enough. I can't do this. I can't do that. Naggy thoughts. But with the Queen of Wands here, passionate, really determined, taking charge, still standing up for what she believes in, okay? Realize it does take until autumn to realize she is more powerful than she has ever been. The fact that they over here throw her out or dismiss her or somehow cripple her in some way politically means the gift, they are showing themselves up for what they truly are. beyond like the sort of caliber. And if you remember from doing these days, these advent calendars and stuff, we know a lot is happening here in spring. We know Angela Rayner is there with the begging bowl to Tony Blair. We know that the sigh of relief from Starmer, from kind of going off in his own way, all that kind of stuff. So there's a lot happening here, okay, and being principled. Okay, that's why I think there's the half the apology there, that when like Rayner comes in, she tries to put a line under the sand. It's like, okay, that's a different way of doing things. Let's do it this way. But it doesn't last long. And that's why it does feel as if she is able to be more vocal, because she's not. They've Labour, it feels like in autumn, will have created their own monster, their own nightmare, their own actual kind of final nail in the coffin kind of energy. Okay. And by doing so, is truly showing up the true level of hypocrisy that's going on. Let's have a look here. So, some sort of payoff, some sort of bribe, compromise again, planning. So they're trying to persuade her in some way. Oh no! It's like this, that, and the other. But she's like, no. Even though I can't do it, I feel like I'm. It's kind of, even though there's self-doubt, she still stands up. This is what I'm on about. We may not agree with her, but we're all singing. We're all singing from the same hymn sheet. And that's what's important right now. And this is why it feels like oh no, we didn't mean that. Oh, we didn't. Oh, okay, maybe but the spotlight's on her, and she's like, look what they did to me. I've been a member for how many, 50 years or whatever, 40 years or whatever. Yeah, I've done this, that, and the other. I am the mother of the Parliament, and they did this to me. What will they do to you? That kind of stuff. Yeah, that powerful sort of statements. That's what it feels like there. So, wintertime, 4 of Cups. Once again, another apology kind of thing. But the Ace of Swords here. This is her truth. Truth, knowledge, wisdom, information, that kind of stuff. They've created a monster. This is what I'm on about. This is why we should really kind of really keep an eye on Diane. Yeah? They're scared because she knows where the bodies are buried kind of energy. This is why I felt like we needed to do this reading. Yeah. This is, wow. This genuinely feels like squeaky bum time for them. And it's not only, merit making again. Morality, standing up for the true beliefs of the party. And I was reflecting on this earlier. And what's that? They're not living and learning. Exactly. They just don't get it. Oh, but, no. It's so by December, Labour has completely fallen apart. And they're still standing up for, stuff that no one wants them to stand up for. It's just like constant double standards kind of energy. It's just like ridiculous. It's like, but she's happy now. Sweetheart. She's calm or calmed down. She knows where she is now. She's more stable now. She knows where she is. More, the stability there is giving her more place to breathe. She knows it's not her. She knows it's not, Jeremy Corbyn or whatever, to some extent. She knows all that kind of stuff. She's got her constituency behind her. And so it's like, I'm still all right. I'm still safe. And I've got more of a voice than I did. It's that kind of energy. They really don't want to get on the wrong side of Diane, because I feel like she's been there long enough to know, like, if she ever wrote a book, flipping heck, kind of, I'm getting that sort of energy. She knows where the bodies are buried kind of energy, you know? She knows a lot. And if they get rid of her, then it's like, okay, fair enough. Ace of Swords, truth, knowledge, information, whisking in. I've been asked to use the Kipper deck, so I'm just going to... This keeps popping up once in a while, doesn't it? So let's have a look. Kipper deck. High honor, yes. Privileged lady. Thief. Stealing from her. Like, the high honor, you know, and obviously political parties, what you subscribe to and all that kind of stuff, you do you, boo. But it's like high honor, principled, okay? Her principles. This is where she is. That's lovely, okay? Then they're coming along, thieving what she's basically worked towards all her life, kind of energy. How dare you? You've only been here 5 minutes. The fact that Diane Abbott literally reminded everybody on Newsnight, and I admittedly, like, 4 people watch it because they've left the telly on. I get it, right? It's not as hard hitting as it used to be. However, to listen to her just to remind you, like, Starmer isn't true kind of Labour. He was airlifted into a safe seat. He was then this, that, and the other. You know, like, the history of him, right? He doesn't know the history of the party. He doesn't know much of, like, why we do things the way we do. All that kind of, like, wow, okay, shots are being. And at the moment, there's Starmer. Overarching energy. The main guy, the main issue. Notice it's like, it's phenomenal how she's over here, and then we've got the thief stealing what they've worked towards, all that kind of stuff. This intruder, as it were, the main guy. Phenomenal. This is why I knew I had to do this reading first. So if you enjoyed this reading, please thumb me like. It genuinely helps out the channel so much. Subscribe, ding-a-ling the bell, all that jazz. Comment down below your thoughts about this. Where's this going, do you think? Because I can't work out if, like I said, I can't work out if this is just removal of the whip, as it were, or like on a temporary basis, as a kind of slap on wrist basis, or it's a forever kind of rejected from the Labour Party. I can't work out. But either way, even though it's upsetting, it's a gift. It is the gift. I just genuinely cannot wait. I genuinely cannot wait for this. It just feels as if it's like, here we go. That's the energy I'm getting. Here we go. And I know tomorrow is, yes, another controversial person. But equally, it keeps coming up for me energetically that they are part of this. You may not agree with them, but we've got more in common together than we have apart at the moment. It's like we're all clubbing together. We can sort out our differences later, but right now it's like we're all on the same page, and that's what's exciting. Where this could go from here, kind of energy. But anyway, until next time, where we do this crazy shenanigans all over again, and trust me, Tulsi Gabbard is coming at some point. Okay, so it's all right. But like, see what I mean? It was quite important to get this one. Take care. Look after yourself. Be well. And thank you for your company. I'll speak to you soon. See you later. Ta-ra.